All right, this is long division with polynomials. So we're going to divide 12a to the third minus 3a squared minus 5a plus 10. We're going to divide that by 4a plus 3. So what we're going to do is we're going to put 4a plus 3 over here. Didn't really look like an a. 4a plus 3. Okay, and we're going to divide that by 12a to the third minus 3a squared minus 5a plus 10. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to want to figure out how many times 4a goes into 12a to the third. So we need to figure out 4a times what expression is going to give us 12a to the third. Okay, so 4 times 3 is going to give us 12, right? 4 times 3 gives us 12. So that's good. Okay. And then what times a times a squared, right, is what's going to give us a to the third. So a, really this is a to the first power, right? You don't need to write the one here, but it's really a to the first power there. So a to the first power times a squared, that's what gives us a to the third. So 4a times a to the third, that's, I'm sorry, times 3a to the third. I'm sorry, times 3a squared. That's what's going to give us 12a cubed, right? So we need to put up here 3a squared, okay? I'm going to get rid of this little 1 here. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to multiply both of these terms that we're dividing by 3a squared. So 3a squared times 4a gives me 12a to the third. And then 3a squared times 3 is going to give me 9a squared. Okay. Right, again, we got to do 3a squared multiplied by 4a plus 3. We got to multiply by both of them. So this is where we get 12a cubed and then 9a squared. Okay, we're going to subtract now, so we need to switch the signs. So this is going to become minus and minus because we're subtracting. These will cancel. We're going to be left with negative 12a squared. Negative 3 minus 9 is negative 12. And then we're going to bring down the minus 5a and the plus 10. All right. All right, now we're going to do it all over again. We have 12a squared. So what times 4a? 4a times what is going to give us negative 12a squared? Okay, well, it's going to be 4a times 4 times 3 is going to give us 12. And then a times a is going to give us a squared. So it's going to be 3a. So I'm going to put plus 3a. 3a times 4a is going to be 12. I'm sorry, we need it to be equal to negative 12. Let me go back a minute. We need it to be equal to negative 12a squared, which means we need to multiply by negative 3. So it's going to be negative 3a. Negative 3a times 4a is negative 12a squared. And then negative 3a times 3 is going to be minus 9a. Okay, we're subtracting, so we need to switch the signs. Right, if I have negative, I'm subtracting a negative 12a squared minus 9a. When you distribute that negative, it becomes positive 12a squared and positive 9a. That's why it's plus and plus. So this cancels. We have 4a plus 10. Negative 5 plus 9 is 4. Okay. How many times does 4a go into 4a? It goes in just once. 1 times 4a is 4a. Right? 1 times 3 is 3. positive 3. Okay, we're subtracting, so we need to switch the signs. This cancels, and we're going to be left with 7. 4a does not go into 7, so this is our remainder. So what we're going to do with our remainder is we're going to do plus 7 divided by 4a plus 3. And that's your remainder, 7 over 4a plus 3. So my whole answer right here, if we put it in, right, would be 3a squared minus 3a plus 1 plus 7 over 4a plus 3. Fantastic. Okay, we'll pick up the speed a little bit on the other ones, but let's do a couple more. Okay, this one, we have x to the third. Let's do, so x minus 2. I don't like where that's positioned. Let's do it right here. So x minus 2. Okay, on this one, we're starting at x to the third. So I'm going to put x to the third. Okay, but we need to include all of the other exponents that don't appear between x to the third and x to the 0, right? So I need to do plus 0x squared, because I have no x squareds here, plus 0x, because I have no x's, and then minus 8. All right, and we're going to do the same thing we did last time. So x times what gives us x to the third? That's going to be x squared, right? X squared times x gives us x to the third. And then x squared times negative 2 is going to give us negative 2x squared. We're subtracting, so we need to switch the signs. Okay, remember, if you have negative x to the third minus 2x, right? If we're subtracting, we got to distribute the negative. So that's why it's minus x to the third and plus 2x squared, right? Because we're distributing that negative to subtract. So cancels. This becomes 2x squared. We bring down the other ones. So we have plus 0x and minus 8. All right, so now 2x squared. X times what is going to give us 2x squared? That's going to be 2x. So I'm going to do plus 2x. So 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times negative 2 is negative 4x. We're going to subtract, so we switch the signs, so those cancel. We're left with 4x. We bring down the minus 8. All right, what times x is going to give us 4x? That's going to be plus 4. So 4 times x is 4x. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. We're subtracting, so we switch the signs. And we're left with a remainder of 0. So our answer is just x squared plus 2x plus 4. Okay, there we go. Let's do 2 more. All right, let's look at this one. So I'm going to have a see if we can pull this up a little more. There we go. So I'm going to do a plus 5. And maybe that'll be a little easier to write with. A plus 5. Okay, and then we're going to divide that into 4a to the third plus 22a squared plus 14a plus 20. It's just hard to write a's, I think. Okay. What times a is going to give us 4a to the third. That's going to be 4a squared. Right? 4a squared times a gives us 4a to the third. 4a squared plus 5 is going to give us 20a squared. Okay, we're subtracting, so we got to change the sign. So minus, and then 22a squared minus 20a squared is going to be 2a squared. We're going to bring down 14a and 20. So plus, and then plus 20. Okay, what times a is going to be 2a squared? That's going to be plus 2a. 2a times a is 2a squared. 2a times 5 is 10a. Okay, we're subtracting, so we switch the signs. 14a minus 10a is going to be 4a plus 20. We're going to bring the plus 20 down. Okay, a times 4 is 4a, so we're going to do 4 times a is 4a. 4 times 5 is 20. We're going to subtract. There's no remainder, so we have our answer, 4a squared. I think my caps lock is on. That's why the a is being capitalized. Yep. 4a squared plus 2a plus 4. I was wondering why the x was capitalized before. Let's do one more. Okay, maybe this one will have a remainder. Okay, so we're doing, get the words out of the way. 3x plus 6. Dividing it into 12x to the third plus 23x squared plus 13x plus 30. Good, and we have all our exponents, 3, 2, 1, so we're good. 3 times 4x squared is going to give us 12x to the third, right? So 4x squared times 3x is going to be 12x to the third. 4x squared times 6 is going to be plus a positive 24x squared. Okay, we're subtracting, so I'm going to do minus and minus. That's going to give me negative x squared. We're going to bring down the plus 13x and the plus 30. Okay, what times 3x is going to give us negative x squared? That's going to be, so to get rid of a 3, you need to multiply by 1/3. That's going to give you 1. So what we need to do is multiply by negative 1/3 x. What that's going to do is going to give us negative 1/3 x times 3x is going to be negative x squared. Negative 1/3 x times 6 is going to be negative 2x. When we subtract, we switch the signs. So this becomes 15x plus 30. How many times is 3x going to 15x? 5 times. So I'm going to do plus 5. That's going to give me 15x. And then 5 times 6 is 30. We switch the signs because we're subtracting. And we have a remainder of 0. So there's going to be our answer. 4x squared minus 1/3 x plus 5. Fantastic. Okay. So that's the essence of long division. Okay, if you have a remainder, so let's just say hypothetically we had a 5 here or something. Or let's say a 4. You would have to do plus 4/3x plus 6, right? But if you don't have a remainder, you don't need that.